7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is good, everyone? It is your boy Politic and Hot alongside my guys, Mr. Joey Woods, Mr. Moya Chris Wilson, Mr. Rich Michaels will not be joining us this evening, but we are still Steps coming to you live on a beautiful Friday evening, courtesy of All Authentic Talk Sports Network. Gentlemen, how are we doing? Coming off of a Super Bowl hangover.
Feeling good, baby. You in the Bird Gang all day, every day. There's so much good stuff happening in wrestling right now. So, times are good right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Feels good.
Big facts, man. Listen, shout out to our birds, bringing home that Lombardi trophy. We done had the parade going on last week, and I know, Joey, you were in attendance, myself and Chris, we were on the sidelines, still celebrating off of the, the great win. So therefore, we're back to effect, got a lot of turnbuckle talk to talk about. It is the WrestleMania season. We got Elimination Chamber coming up. We also can't not acknowledge the things that are going on in TNA, NXT, AEW. Like, we got a shitload of pro wrestling to discuss, and what better way to do it here on a Friday evening with the Still Steps plug alert right there. So, gentlemen, let's get down to the shits. Breaking news, for instance, as far as like what's going on in real time, we do got The Rock, the final boss, will be on Smackdown this evening. So for those that are tuned in, feel free to watch along with us during that segment when it happens. So stay tuned. So for more details as far as when that segment is coming up. But if we talk about what's hot in pro wrestling this week, I must say, I got to give the award to both NXT and TNA with the show on Tuesday as well as the show on Thursday. And looks like, like we're getting that invasion on both promotions, with one Moose arriving to NXT on Tuesday and confronting the NXT heavyweight champion, Oba Femi. I mean, this was something that I've been looking forward to happening for a long time, and it finally happened this past Tuesday. Moose pretty much, put his foot down, said that he's coming for that NXT championship, and for Oba, hey, watch your back. Like, I'm here for you. So, it's great to see him being there. We're going to see him even more going into next Tuesday, where he'll be defending the X Division champion against Lexis King, aka Brian Pillman Jr. Going to be in his hometown of Cincinnati. So, a lot of good things going on in NXT, as well as what took place on Thursday, where two can play that game with Oba Femi pulling up on Moose in the system during the live episode of TNA Impact. And it looks like we're going to see Oba over there a little bit more going into next Thursday with both him and the Hardys going up against the members of the system. So a lot of good shit going on in NXT, TNA. Mr. Joey Woods, would kick it to you. Your thoughts this week overall with the programming of TNA and NXT. This collaboration that we've been seeing for some time now, and like it's really starting to pick up the heat.
We have some breaking news right now, though.
Yeah, I see it. Like
Trish Stratus in the ring.
Interesting. You know what that means? They add a tag team match to the Chamber event,
which I think they should have.
Yeah, sure. It's going to be Toronto.
I personally thought that Chelsea should have been involved in any match with Trish and Toronto, just how they've been playing off that Canadian thing, and
Yeah.
Chelsea should have been involved some way, but
As you speak that out, I actually think that's a good idea for a Mania match.
yeah,
Chelsea,
I wouldn't mind
yeah.
that, but I just felt like in Canada,
It makes more sense. Yeah.
Trish and Chelsea make more sense, but
right, but it's safe. I mean, it's safe because you could then you can utilize Tiffy, you know what I mean, during that event, and then she could go on and defend the title going into Mania.
Yeah.
And it pushes Tiff a little bit more too. You know, the rub. You know, we talk about the rub. So, but NXT and TNA.
Because clearly, real quick before we get to TNA, clearly WWE's realized they're gonna have to pivot, and Charlotte can't be the face with Tiffy the heel here for this match. You know, 'cause that's originally the plan, right? Charlotte's the face,
right?
He's the heel.
We got a comment. Trish Stratus can get in my ring.
Okay.
So clearly, we're
That's hilarious.
That's my boy Charles, but
oh, got you. What up?
But so they're pivoting here. So we see that they're pivoting, and we're gonna get Tiffy as the face and Charlotte as the heel now. So I guess they're figuring what better way than to pair her with Trish and give her, like you said, give her that rub.
Yeah.
But to this NXT and TNA, right? The biggest thing that we kept saying all along is, would it be beneficial to both, right? Is it going to be Moose is on NXT and then Regal's son is on TNA? You know, like, is that how it's going to be?
Right.
And I think early on they're showing no. Like, they're showing it's going to be a back and forth with everyone, and it's going to be beneficial to TNA also, you know? So I think it's a very good sign early on seeing all that's transpiring. The only thing I can say is this is obviously going to be a long-term partnership.
Yeah.
Let's not blow our load early, right? Like obviously everyone was calling for Oba and Moose, but maybe let's pump the brakes a little bit. Maybe let's let it build a little bit, right? Let's not go for broke early on and lose all these dream matches, so to say. So that's my only takeaway is maybe we slow it back a little bit. You know, I didn't think we would expect to see Moose 3 weeks into it and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch TNA last night. I was watching the USA hockey game, which was a pretty good game, but so I missed out on TNA. But from what I've seen, it's going to be beneficial for both. And the Hardys back on WWE TV is going to be pretty cool to see. So we'll see how that is. It is a little awkward, I feel, though. Like, for example, Fandango, you know, he's let go and he's coming back as a different person on NXT. To me, it's like,
right.
Okay, like, all right. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. To me, that's the only weird part. But overall, I'm excited to see where it leads.
You know, that crossed my mind last week on NXT when he was there, and I was like, funny, like he was whole, you know what I mean, Fandango, and now he's JDC.
Yeah, that's what I was, because everyone was kind of confused. Like, initially it was, oh shit, Fandango's back, and then I was like, well, is it Fandango? I mean, because here's the thing, like, some people don't watch TNA like that, right? So they see the headline of Fandango in NXT, and they're like, oh, Fandango's back. And, like, I was talking to a couple of guys who don't watch TNA like that, and I'm like, I don't think that's Fandango. Like, I think that's the TNA version of him, you know? Like, it's like the multiverse in Spider-Man. Like, is that our version? You know what I mean? Like, that's what it felt like a little bit.
Right.
That was pretty funny to see, but yeah, it is a little confusing too.
Chris, your thoughts on the NXT TNA? Excuse me, I'm gonna say TNA. TNA week. It was.
Tits and ass.
It's in the great words of a wise man, to piggyback on that, was named
real quick. Shout out to him, because he's actually taking a huge step up tonight and covering Villanova basketball ringside, courtside. So shout out to him.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Pat. Good.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, guy. Wishing him glad you're doing. Happy belated birthday too, Pat.
Dang, the birthday. Oh shoot, happy belated, Pat. I actually rolled by him, or I was across the pass. I was headed out, and he was in the car. It was on Monday actually. I meant to hit him up. So yeah. But so, Pat, if you're watching, I'll call you. Seriously.
I know he probably feels like that one Eminem episode, like, "Dear Slim, I wrote you today."
Stop
we split and haven't talked to him really since.
It's all good, Pat. Pass the
respectful. He doing this thing, you know.
What's name?
But go ahead, Chris.
The big back about the Fandango thing, because when he came back to NXT, they played the Fandango music. So it's not like they try to stay away from the, this is a different guy. It's like they played the infamous music that had him keep going. What's his name? But also too, since we're talking about people who are the same person but different name, I got Ricky Starks, now Ricky Saints. He is no NXT, and he's a whole different person, but he's not.
Yeah,
it was funny how for the longest time, you see how it was like the name of the contract was like the big reveal of the name, because the whole time they were talking to him, they never said his name.
Never said his name.
Said his name. It's like, here he is. He's coming. He's all this stuff. So Ricky Saints, as you know, is a play on to where he's from, because he's from New Orleans. So he's giving a shout out to the Saints. It's cool to see him in NXT. We knew he was coming. That was one of the fastest turnarounds since Lex Luger and Rick Rude.
I was saying Rick Rude was a little faster, right? He was actually on this show and then on two shows in 1
same
week.
night. Yeah, like he was let go, and next the very next night he's on NXT. Where the news came out, he was let go. Then the very next night he was on NXT. So it's crazy. It was cool to see. We'll see how he's booked. The main thing is always to see how he's booked. We'll see if we'll let more of his personality show, and would it translate well to the NXT audience. I said it's gonna be cool as hell to see the Hardy Boys back on WWE television. As we know, they're getting up there in age. They're not what they used to be, but they're the freaking Hardy Boys. They're gonna sell. People are gonna come out. They're gonna cheer and go crazy. Jeff gonna come out, especially when that smaller audience, that more intimate setting. Right. We come out doing his dance and all that. They're gonna go crazy.
Is that at the Performance Center or is that at an actual arena?
No, that's gonna be in Cincinnati.
It'll be in Cincinnati.
Okay. Yeah.
And so once they had to delete stuff, everybody's gonna be going crazy. So it's cool. Like I said, and it's cool that TNA has actually been a fan too. Like they're not just sending.
Wait, did they announce it?
Regards to
Mania?
Oh yeah, they did. Well, no, they didn't. No,
not yet.
They just a little like known fact.
A little foreshadowing there.
Yeah. But it's definitely going to happen.
But yeah,
it's definitely going to happen.
But real quick, not to cut you off, Chris, but the way they were playing this out and stuff, right, with Ricky Starks and stuff. Why is the only thing that popped in my mind is Cuba Good Jr. Ricky!
Oh my gosh.
That's all I can think about now going forward. Because obviously they're probably just gonna go by Ricky now. Because Ricky Saints, I'm sorry, is trash.
You don't like it?
Ricky Starks rolls so much better, and I get it because you don't want you want to own that name. So if anything happens, you can't go elsewhere. It's like Ricky Saints. You know what I mean? I get it.
Right. That's all it is. They probably wanted to own the name Ricky Starks, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, let's change.
But you know what? So. Let's talk about this for a moment, because I feel like we gotta give kudos to Cody Rhodes, and I say this because if you look at what Cody Rhodes has done since he removed himself from AEW and returned to WWE, I feel like people like Lexis King, All Ego Ethan Page, and now Ricky Saints, formerly known as Ricky Starks, like they're all taking that Cody Rhodes blueprint and they're following it to the WWE. Although, you know what I mean, like WWE is like that dream job for most talent that's in this profession, but it seems like they're finding their space when they're making this jump. And when they're making a jump, when they're making this jump, they're making this jump at a time when it's really beneficial for them and understand what they need to do to succeed when they get to the WWE slash NXT. And like you see now, like Ethan Page is killing it. You know, like keeping his name in the mix, whether if he's going for a title or not. Kudos to Lexis King. Look, he's getting ready to fight Moose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Not even for you know what I mean, NXT or WWE.
Which I think is even cooler, bro.
TNA X division. Yeah.
I think it's even cooler because he's Lexis King in WWE.
Yes.
They haven't ever really hinted of Brian Pillman and who he is and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gotten to this point on his own name.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, like even like for example, Braun Breaker, they still let it be known that he's the son of the Steiners and stuff like that. Like Lexis King, they never even talked about it. Like to me, that's the coolest part is he's gotten to this point without all that. I am a little shocked though at Ricky Stark showing up in NXT, not because of being in WWE. I think he was more tailored to WWE product than AEW to begin with. Just because he's a character larger of life, not always the best in the ring. Not saying he's not a good wrestler, because he is.
Right.
But his mic skills a lot of times overshadow what he did in the ring, which is more of a WWE character. I thought he'd be on the main roster, to be honest. Like, you look at NXT currently, they got a lot of great women, and the men's division is just kind of, you know, and I felt like he would overshadow that division a little too much right now.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
guess WWE feels like he's known, but not known enough on a scale to where people would know who he is immediately as soon as he debuted. Like people immediately knew AJ. Like it's like he was too solidified at that point. We can't start him at NXT. His name, even though Vince wanted to, like this name, they was like, nah.
Put him in NXT, damn it.
Like this, Vince wanted to, because he did that with all the New Japan guys. He was like, yeah, all you guys start there. He was like, but they was like, are you serious? It was like,
right.
It's freaking AJ Styles, like this. But is so Ricky. So I think it's one of the things. I think he's there for a good time, not a long time. So I don't think he's going to be in there. If he's there for a whole year, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, but you know what? I see what you're saying though, Joey. As far as like, you know, not him being in the main roster and being on NXT, I think there's leverage of him being on NXT, and with him coming over and trust and believe. You know what I mean? While you know what I mean, most of this talent, like they're, you know what I mean, probably cool behind the scenes. But this kind of puts the momentum on Ricky for them to step up even more to get better as far as like with the TV time, or even having that opportunity to go to the main roster, because who knows, like this run in NXT may not be long, like it might just be, hey, you know what, let's just let's get you WWE ready by starting in NXT, and then we'll bring you up to the main roster, and then we'll go from there. Because honestly, with him in NXT right now, like he's definitely top tier, like no less than a NXT heavyweight championship match, like that could come at any given time.
Yeah, it also feels like if they go the route of, it seems like right now he's going to be a face, obviously, but if they eventually put him as that heel, which he's best at.
And that's another thing I do like, not to cut you off, my bad, like that, and that's what I like. They were smart about the initial feud that he's going to start with. You're working with someone that you're pretty familiar with. You know what I mean? Like someone like with Ethan Page. Yeah. But what's probably not going to get talked about as much, despite like the likes of Ricky and Ethan, is how this rub is also going to benefit Giovanna and Wesley. Like, although Wesley may not really need the rub as much, but this definitely benefits Javon Evans as far as his run in NXT right now. Like he's already, he's had this feud with Ethan Page, which could, is still in, continuation with Ethan getting a win at Vengeance Day. So it's like, you know what I mean, with this, you know, helps even more, and you know, kind of keeps him, you know what I mean, keeps his name, you know what I mean, at the top, you know what I mean, when it comes to rolling with Ethan and now Ricky.
I worry about those guys you just mentioned though, like Javon and Wesley and stuff like that, just because like I don't know if they're ever gonna go past NXT. And I'm not saying they're not good wrestlers
Right.
because they're great. But look at what WWE currently has at the top of their roster, in the main roster, and you look at guys that have come up from the main roster who are now kind of not doing as well. For example, Carmelo Hayes, right? Is Wesley or Javon over Carmelo Hayes and what he did in NXT? And I don't think so.
No.
No, they're not.
I
No.
worry about them getting lost in the shuffle when they move up there.
I
Right.
think Carmelo Hayes will be up there, but just in time. Like he's
Yeah.
super young.
I guess just because of what he did in NXT, you know, like he
Yeah.
was that brand for
Yeah.
a good
I-
year and a half,
I
almost
go
2 years.
because in all things and just everyday life, like things get stale. So eventually, as much as people are gonna love Cody, the tribal chief, and all these guys, eventually we're gonna be like, no, we're getting kind of
It's going to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But right now, I feel
eventually
like we're
that's-
back in the land of the giants again. You know what I mean? Like you have these bigger guys who are kind of succeeding.
But it's different because these bigger guys are so damn good.
Yeah.
Compared-
Yeah.
No, and I get that, but I just worry about these littler guys like the Wesleys and the Javons and stuff like that. Like, where is their place? You know what I mean?
Honestly, I think, and this is where this collaboration with TNA comes in handy, because like if you may not take that move to the main roster, you got the TNA platform there to you know what I mean.
So what you're seeing it as is it's So NXT's double A, TNA will be the triple A, and WWE's the main is like MLB.
I guess you could say that.
You sound like that. Yeah, it
'Cause-
sound like that.
I mean, honestly, that move is already taking place because Wesley was on TNA last night with the tag team that he's with in NXT right now. I can't remember the guys' names because they fought on Impact last night. So like honestly, this might actually work in his benefit because he's getting the best of both worlds of working in NXT TNA. So it kind of does, you know what I mean, you know, put a little bit more on his resume, even if it does come to the point if he were to go to the main roster or if he were to decide to go elsewhere whenever his contract, you know what I mean, is to expire. You know, not to go that far in advance, but yeah. I know what you mean though, as far as like getting like lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, like where is the logical next step up? Because obviously, like guys like Braun Breaker, like you knew, regardless of when they went up, they were going to be fine. Like Kirk Williams, when he goes up, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But these guys, like these, I'm not saying smaller guys, but these smaller guys who don't have that typical WWE size, you know, like there's not. We're seeing even like AJ Styles, for example, like he's had his runs, but at the same time, it's like you always knew it's like, okay, this is good for a while, but they're gonna march him back down the pecking order a little bit too because they still have that mold and
and unfortunately, even though he's amazing, still amazing, he's still doing these high flying maneuvers and all that. It's an age thing too. It's just like he's in his mid 40s, is he now? So his name. So like they're like, all right, we got, even though obviously mid 40s ain't old at all, but like for WWE standards, they got these young guys who are killing it, who are young, who touch a different demographic. You know, AJ is my era. You know what I'm saying? So like he's like it just you know, time moves on, and even though he's probably still better than 40% of the roster, he's still getting up there. So they got
definitely higher than 40%.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to be nice. You know, AJ's my guy. I'm trying to be biased. I'm trying not to be biased.
It's hard to be biased when it comes to AJ. He's definitely higher than 40%.
But he's just, you know, but like I said, he just had his time. Like I said, he had his time. He came in strong WWE, had a great run. They actually have always pushed him well. Like I said, but now he's at that point where he's going to work with younger talent.
I'm not saying they didn't push him well. I just think like
no, I'm talking about something like right now.
When we were at the top of the tier, you kind of always knew in the back of your mind there was always going to be that push.
Yeah, it's going to happen eventually because Triple H, even though he does well with the younger guys,
can we agree on something right now, though, guys? Can we agree on one thing right now?
I know what you about to say. Go ahead.
So we just saw that it's next, right?
Yeah.
Let's please not be like some of these other fucking Mark shows that flip out on camera when something big happens. I fucking despise that.
Oh, you talking about when they're like really
Watching
dramatic,
it,
like,
like, oh my god!
Oh
Like I
my
seen
God.
a fucking dude. Like, this is no offense to any talent. Like, no offense to any talent, but like, it was a Zilla match, and AJ Francis came out, and the dude like fucking jizzed in his pants, like God just walked out, and everyone's like,
somebody literally just loved that moment we just did. Like, I just saw the heart pop up. Whoever you are, can you reveal yourself?
but you want
I'm
to see something?
curious.
Want to see something
I just
crazy? I don't know
wanna
what's gonna do it, but on the
Oh, the
iPhone,
thumbs up
if
joints?
you do the two thumbs up on the iPhone, like if
Yeah.
you do this on the iPhone, it gives you fireworks.
Oh, word. Oh,
Yeah. And if you do two thumbs down, it puts a rain cloud on you.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
See,
but yeah, we'll just promise not to be those guys, okay? We'll be
Oh, yeah.
respectful and be
Man,
normal.
we got to tell that to you. You don't do that.
that is,
No, but I watched it the other day, and it was so fucking cringy.
Yeah.
I was like, I got secondhand embarrassment from watching, and that's coming from three dudes who are doing a wrestling podcast on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Like, I got secondhand embarrassment from watching that. But back to this Oba and Moose thing.
Such an atomic flop.
They need they need to oh, the lights go out. They need to drag this out. I think this will be a perfect match to headline Slammiversary. You know, you have a huge arena. Tickets are kind of doing okay. I think they moved 4,000 out of the 7,000 that were available, I think. So
yeah,
not horrible, but a match like that, if you could draw it out and do like drop a tease here, drop a tease there, like every couple of weeks or something,
right?
That could sell out a card, you know. So maybe like something like that. They need something big, like a big, maybe even like a main roster guy.
Now you might be onto something, because they did mention this on Thursday during Impact with the upcoming TNA Sacrifice event. As a matter of fact, already announced is Masha defending the Knockouts World Championship against Cora Jade, and I think this is going to be one of those events where we might see a little bit more of the interpromotional matches between TNA and NXT. As far as like the Moose and Oba match, I don't think that needs to be on here. Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, like space it out, you know, a little bit more, like to the Slammiversary event. You know,
I love to see Jordan go to TNA and fight Masha. That would be a good match.
I'm
kidding.
I'm about to say, yo, like really? Like, yo, she was just there.
Yeah, I know. Have we heard her name yet?
Jordan's.
Jordan. She showed up at
she showed up
at the last NXT event.
Was it like Jordan Grace, you think?
When Julia and Stephanie was holding up the titles, Jordan came out there.
They better not change her name.
No, they're not. She's Jordan Grace.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think she's already like patented that and all that.
Because they won the that 6-man tag match. Was it Fatal Influence in their name?
Yeah, because she's built her name outside of wrestling, as far as bodybuilding and other stuff. Man.
Yeah, and it's funny because during that spot on TNA where they were beating up both Stephanie and Julia, the fans in the crowd going, woo! I was like, yo, really? Like,
how about, speaking of the fans and the chants, the chants that someone was getting yesterday was,
oh yeah, and
wow.
Look, and everybody was saying it. It wasn't just people of my color.
It's deserved.
It was everybody.
It's deserved though. Yeah, it's deserved. She's gotten that before. Like when she first came back, she's gotten that. So it's like,
you would have to think that WWE has to get involved at one point and be like, listen, obviously in the ring this chick is good enough. There's a reason she hasn't been here yet, and it's that exact reason. Like, if we're working together, it's not a good look for our brand. You know what I mean? Like,
that's not going nowhere. That's going to stick with her, even though she's trying to make amends and.
But has she?
I think she apologized behind the scenes to people because they said one of the girls who
It needs to be out in the open.
I guess she made those remarks to or had like those encounters with. They recently took a picture together, like and were smiling. So I guess that was her way of showing like, hey, me and this girl who was one of the girls people say I was shaming or coming at we're good now. But it's like once that bad taste out of people's mouths, they're always going to look at you a certain way. And like, let's say time heals all wounds, but she doesn't give this I'm really sorry type of, energy out there. It's kind of like she gives this like, listen, I said what I said, y'all should get over it. This is like,
but like if you watch the chance last night and being that was live, like you can tell it's getting to her.
Yeah.
Like, like she, try to play it off, try to stay in character mode, but you could tell it's beginning to get to her. And it got to the point where I truly believe her segment may have been longer than what it was supposed to have been, but they cut it short, by bringing Santino out, as far as like pretty much being the relief of, for her to go away. But apparently she's supposed to be in a match next week, but if she don't wrestle, she's going to be fired. And so people started chanting, the fans started chanting, please get fired.
Please get fired. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, they wild, man. They are wild.
As Joey like to say, people don't forget.
I think this is going to be all a setup for next year.
Oh, Mania.
I think he's gonna challenge Cody to Mania next year.
Yeah, he's not gonna do this year.
No, I think it's next year. I think he's gonna announce Mania next year in New Orleans. And also challenge Cody at the same time.
Now New Orleans is doable flight wise.
I already told my son and my wife, like, we've wanted to go to New Orleans for a while.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to New Orleans on vacation. We're going to vacation in New Orleans.
Like the kid will be a little older next year. It's like, all right.
And WWE's realized that they fucked up this time around. Tickets are not moving like they expected them to.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Look, my boy Jess, we were talking about it yesterday. He was like, yo, at some point they gotta drop those ticket prices.
Yo, about to say
I don't think the ticket price is the problem though. I think when you look at like the hardcore wrestling fans, right? You get like Chicago, New York, Philly, like they're all kind of Eastern Coast cities, right? Outside of Chicago. It's expensive to get to Vegas, right? It's not accessible to the fans on the East Coast. It's like $300 right now round trip to get there, not including hotel. I think that's screwing them too. Like, the saying in Vegas goes like, if you don't get a hotel on the Strip, good luck. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
And those Strip hotels right now are very pricey, and I think that's screwing people out of even the ticket prices.
Everything about Vegas is pricey. The food, everything. Yeah. So it's like, so you got to spend all this money before you even get to the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
because I was under the impression, like I was like, last year being in Philly with Mania and stuff, it was more fun going to all the indie shows and bouncing around the city, seeing all the events that I had actually at Mania. I don't know how you guys felt, but like I had more fun going all around the city watching the shows. I was like, I would be perfectly fine going to Vegas and just seeing all the indie shows. But that's not even possible because it's just too fucking expensive.
Too expensive, yeah. What's his name? Night one of Mania, it was cool. I don't know if Hawk remembers because it was his name. I think night one, he had a little too much fun.
Shut up. Hey, man, look. It made for good commercial footage for WWE.
Yeah, it did. My boy was in the commercial.
Yeet. But go on, talk your shit. By the way, Still Steps live right now. Final Boss is now in the ring, getting ready to address the fans. So more to come. As we're tuned in. But go ahead, Chris, talk your shit.
Oh man, no, I'm just saying, like Vegas. This is gonna be, like we will all love to go because Vegas is Vegas. If you've never been, it is bright lights, glamorous, a lot of crazy shit going on. It's cool. I've been to Vegas twice. It's cool as hell. But like I said, it's just, every time I went, it's got more fucking expensive, and I can only imagine what it is right now. And it's WrestleMania is going to be there, so all those businesses, hotels, and all that stuff understand that's happening. So that means they jack their prices up.
Plus, you've had a couple hotels closed down, like I think the Flamingo, right, closed. Yeah. I think the Mirage. And you got to remember
closed. Too, these talents have to stay at places also. So it's like, so it's not like you could just get so if you want to get a room, they're going to double charge because now they're booked up because they got all this wrestling talent. I mean, everything. You mean, got
to be fair though, right? Like I think we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement here. Like we're not against product placement, right? Like if some company wants us to wear shirts and fly us out to Vegas and go to all these different, we're down. We'll wear shirts. We'll wear someone's brand that pay us to go to Vegas. Like, hit us up. We're open.
Yeah, like real talk.
Yeah, like Dwayne, I got your shirt on right now, and your Terramana and my Yeti mug. Sponsor us, please.
No lie, Dwayne, Final Boss. I got the Papatui. It's upstairs. smells amazing. Body wash, amazing.
Like Kevin Hart, you paid for everyone to take SEPTA for free during the parade. Fly us out to Vegas, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Y'all can afford it.
y'all know y'all can afford it. What is it? Y'all gonna write it off anyway. So,
real quick, I kind of want to go back to the person with the initials of TB real quick. If they were to do like some sort of formal apology, and it had to be on someone's podcast or show, what will probably be the best show to do it on?
It has to be a show with somebody who's the host is of a certain minority. It has to be. So
you have to do it on TNA.
I'd say
you have to do it on the actual like TNA, like a pay-per-view or something.
You could do it, but
I don't know if if TNA and she is known enough to bring her on like a show and do it.
It could be like a wrestling.
Oh yeah, he just broke it, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, WrestleMania 42, New Orleans, 2026.
Listening. We'll watch. Sorry, folks, we're watching this.
But he said, someone. You said a platform of color.
Yeah, it has to be that because she has to be willing to be uncomfortable.
That logo looks an awful lot like
what the last logo.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah,
it's like, can I copy off your homework?
Yeah, that way, if that person, whoever is interviewing her, can ask her like questions and be like, look, you got to answer to all of us. So like, what's up? It's like you can't, because they can't, like, she got to be willing to feel attacked, a little willing to feel awkward and vulnerable, because you got to be real. That's the only way people, and even if people don't forgive her, they'll be more open to like do business with her. Right. Now that she openly came out to say, yes, I effed up, I said this stuff, or I mean, like, now, like, I'm apologizing. Even if people don't accept it, I ain't saying people got to accept it, but you know what I mean, it is what it is.
You know, if I'm like the powers that be of Vegas who bid it for WrestleMania to come to Vegas, and then I'm seeing like the most electrifying man in sports entertainment out here already pre-booking for New Orleans. Like, am I feeling some type of way right now?
I mean, they can, but they probably already know the revenue. They look at those people, look at the numbers of what WrestleMania generates, especially from Philly. You know, they don't care. They're like, we're gonna bring on the money, so they just worried about that. People want to show out.
So corporate rock's officially over. He's now telling the people they're STD trailer park trash.
Yeah.
So that's where we're currently at. So I guess he's gonna call out Cody for real, because Cody or Roman.
I wonder if that's anything to that whole message he had the other day. It was like, it was about doing something one day or day one.
Yeah. What did you
That,
see? He posted this earlier, like 3 hours ago.
with the watch.
With the watch.
Because wait, didn't he say something about the watch? Oh, was it the night after Mania?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying
Yeah,
something.
if I'm not
He was saying something to Cody about was the Rolex or
Yes.
yeah.
I was trying to find a video, but I was already running out of time. We was getting ready to start the show.
And to this day, I want to know, what did he pass Cody? Remember, he gave Cody something the night after Mania.
Oh, it was an individual pack of Ritz crackers.
Like I was saying, folks, he gave Cody something. And we still never found out
The
what that was.
Keebler brands at that.
We tried to figure out what that was.
Let me stop.
This is good though. We'll see
Like,
what happens.
Chris, like, you motherfucker.
Yes, it was just like
come out and say some bullshit like that.
Goodness.
Oh man. All right, we got
random
that.
as hell. You gotta say something
Yeah,
random
right.
as hell. So random as hell.
Yeah.
For my people out there, go to the dentist every 6 months. Go every 6 months. I got too full of myself. Didn't go for like almost 3 years. Go to the dentist. You have beautiful teeth. Thank you. You have no cavities now, but your gums.
Oh.
We have to scale your gums. Like, yeah, that sucks. They numb you up, but my God, the noise that thing makes when it's trying to get the plaque from underneath your gums.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a screeching. Sucks. Go every 6 months. You won't ever have to worry about this.
Well, all right.
So seriously, go to the dentist every 6 months, y'all. Seriously, so you don't have to worry about getting your gums scaled. When they say deep cleaning, it's not good.
A pro health tip by Mr. Moyo Fit 215.
Who's going to the dentist? Who's going to the dentist?
I just went. I'm saying,
went.
Please go. Don't wait years like I did. Go every 6 months. If you got insurance, go.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I need to book me an appointment. Much as everybody think I go every 6 months. I'm super capping. It's been a long.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. They see the pearly whites. They're like, oh, your teeth are
Guys,
amazing.
question.
Yeah.
If the music ain't playing, just them talking, are we allowed to have that on in the background?
I
don't
believe so.
Get flagged for the music.
Yeah,
I hope not.
I don't think we get flagged if he's just talking, because he's not, especially if he's not saying anything quotable. We're not using it as a quotable thing.
I mean, like, I've seen people do watch-alongs and they you can actually hear the show in the background. We're loud, on Facebook and stuff too. So I don't know. Like Facebook,
Facebook.
No.
Even though Zuckerberg did tell us that they're going to stop taking our freedom of speech,
Right. He's a damn liar.
Damn
lying. They lying.
Yeah.
That was too friendly of a hug right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, hello, brother. How are you? He's like, you got the Terramana in the back.
The way if he challenges Cody to a match here and takes someone else's spot again, you can use the word brother, because that's who he's falling in the territory of.
You know what?
Let me tell you something, brother.
Brother. I'm gonna get this match at Mania.
Guess what? I would have no problem with it. Let's go, Final Boss.
I would have a problem with it because I don't think this match can happen before the Roman match. Like, we need that match. That match has to happen.
Yeah.
I say you're the tribal chief and he's the final boss. That it just
you guys hear
itself.
that?
No, what?
All right, I got the TV on. I want to make sure you can't hear it.
Oh, I got mine on too. I hope y'all don't hear mine.
No.
I can't.
To the audience, we're still getting used to this, on running time with SmackDown.
Yeah, it didn't really matter before, but now you got The Rock and Cody in the main event is Solo and Jacob. Like it's different this time around. It's Mania season. I'm sure this is gonna happen a couple times coming up in the next couple of months until Mania hits.
For sure,
Right.
for sure.
Night after WrestleMania.
Oh, show.
Oh, Netflix. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yep, Netflix and Yeet. I like that.
Netflix and Yeet. Hey,
I like
hey,
that.
hey, Netflix and Yeet, baby.
Hey, girl, let's go Netflix and Yeet.
Netflix and Yeet. Excuse me?
Okay. Should do a commercial like that. Hire Jey Uso. He could be like, works every time.
You're right.
Yeet.
Can't stop the Yeet.
Can't stop the Yeet. Taking it to the Yeet. Well, we need to do a game one day. We gotta incorporate a song title, but it gotta have Yeet in it.
Yeah, Yeet in it, yeah. That's
Instead of what we do, what we eat.
yeah. What we eat is wrong.
We still yeeting till the sun come up. Yeeting when the sun go down. It's a cold winter.
Yo, that is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Money, cash, yeet.
Money, cash, yeet.
Mama Rose and Mama Rock. Oh yeah, he definitely trying to get a match. I want one more. You know what? I got a theory before he even
What if
say
he's
it.
just what if there's 7 guys in the chamber?
Nah. What if he fight Rock night 1, and then the chamber match be whoever the winner of the chamber match be night 2, or vice versa?
He's pulling see right now he's saying he's gonna pull his card because he's saying all the things that he is.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. I'm actually gonna have to get off this thing soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, oh man, that job.
No, I like my checks too much.
Well, let me do it live on the stream. Let me talk to the boss. Hey boss, I ain't gonna make it.
Like this. What'd you say? You heard me. Yeet. Big Jim. I think it's gonna be Shinsuke and Jimmy at WrestleMania.
Uh-oh.
What? That was a little weird.
His champion.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, right. He on his Vinnie Mac corporate champion move. I want you to be my champion. Be careful what you say, Cody. You might not get no more bottles of Terramana.
I hope everybody's watching along with us.
I'm sure they are.
We're all just kind of confused as shit about what's going on right now, right? Like, that's what The Rock does,
He's
though,
like,
right?
I want you to be my champion.
That's what The drawing out a moment that could take 3 seconds and making it into.
Yeah, that's what Rock does. He's good at the build up. He'll say a bunch of random nonsense and then hit you with the punchline.
He's the people's champion. The TKO champion? We all do know a swerve is coming soon, right?
Yeah, the swerve is definitely coming.
10 billion.
Yes, it was a flex, Rock.
What does this mean?
He trying to take him to the Dwayne Johnson heavyweight champion factory.
That would be crazy though if The Rock tries to take and be the Vince McMahon character, the Mr. McMahon character, I should say, in his
That's
own way.
That's what it kind of look like right now, like the way he's describing it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to adapt the Mr. McMahon character.
No more climbing to the third rope. He's like, nope.
You stay on the ground. Headlock.
Armbar.
Crossface.
No, this is an interesting segment, though.
So obviously Cody's going to turn him down. That's going to lead to a match.
Yeah. You don't turn down the final boss.
Instead of going to slap the syphilis.
Wait till you see he showed the girl.
Oh, I saw. He said he gonna slap the syphilis off of me. It's like, no.
Only The Rock can make that sound.
Oh, I see where this is going. It just hit me.
Where do you think it's going?
All right. This could go two ways.
Talk to Shawn Michaels?
No.
Chad Frost?
Chad Frost, oh gosh. Somebody used that line tonight. He's still holding a grudge.
Tell you what, The Rock's starting to look like The Rock again. Like getting back into that wrestling shape. He looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he itching to get in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
They don't forget about the WrestleMania checks.
No, they don't. The WrestleMania checks are different, especially for somebody like him.
Right.
Like I understand why people have their personal morals about the Saudi Arabia thing and why they don't want to go and all that stuff, and I'm 100% backing them on that. But then I found out how much do they be giving them guys. I was like, Jesus, they getting WrestleMania checks for them Saudi shows.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically a glorified house show, pretty much. These guys getting like $2-3 million checks, and I'm talking about the lower tier guys.
Wait, time out. He talking about something. It's been an amazing night, a hot ass crowd. Dude, you just pulled up like 30 minutes ago.
He's talking about when he watched on TV. He's been watching on the monitors. He knows. The final boss knows.
He was watching on his phone on the way.
The final boss knows. Yo, it looked like we're all frozen.
Yeah, right. Because everybody tuned in.
What? This is fucking weird, guys. This is weird.
All right, boys. I gotta go.
All right, beloved.
Respect. Y'all finish the show strong. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Ain't too late to make that call.
Yeah, it kind of is. This thing. Shout out to everybody watching. Continue to watch. Right. See y'all soon, baby.
All right, Chris. So I was having one theory, but I don't know if they're gonna go this way after this. He said, "Yo, you shut your mouth. I'm gonna smack the syphilis off."
The only thing I think of is they needed a way. They needed a way to get from Nice Rock on Netflix premiere,
yeah,
to Rock and Cody wanting to fight each other. Right? They needed a way to bridge that gap. Because it didn't just not happen. Right?
Right.
So this "I want you to be my champion" thing is a way for Cody to shoot down the Rock, whatever the my champion may be, which is still kind of confusing to me. It's a way for him to shoot down the Rock to get a match to bridge that gap from Netflix to now.
I don't know.
Unless it's at least to a heel Cody, it's the only other thing.
So, he's looking back.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I ain't gonna lie, this ending is like overly dramatic. like Cody looking all confused. Where's the Family Matters music? When they go to commercial break, like, yo, somebody put that together right now.
That would be great.
Like with Cody in the Family Matters music, like with Eddie Winslow looking all confused.
And sometimes it'd be for like the most dumbest shit too, dude. They'd be doing it for like,
yeah,
terrible.
Yeah,
like the ball into someone's window, and they're like, dude,
right? Yo,
like, how you gonna tell your dad?
Like, oh no,
bro, you can't talk about Family Matters. Remember on our show?
What?
When Chando told us that story.
Oh gosh. Oh, about Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow and P. Diddy.
Look,
I actually found that clip.
He was ahead of the time on that too. Now that you think about it.
I actually found that clip too where they talked to, like, the podcast talked about it.
For real?
Like there was an actual podcast that talked about it.
Well, Chappelle talked about it on SNL not long ago, like a few weeks ago. He said that's the only reason why he found out he was ugly, because he said Carl Winslow was invited to one of the parties. He was like, that's the moment I knew I was ugly, and I ain't make the cut. I said, that's fucked up.
Bro, remember we did the face-off with Hardcore and Chando. They're supposed to be like hating each other, and Hardcore was crying, laughing because it was so funny. And he said, "I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face for every tear I shed."
Like, yo, like,
that was a pretty lit show. That one, that was pretty good.
That was wild.
That was fun.
That was definitely wild. But going back to this final boss Cody Rhodes segment, my only theory I got is that
I do that.
Crazy. Shout out to Jaleel White. Still getting a bag to this day.
Yeah.
That show. Shoot. But the theory I'm thinking right now is now that The Rock put a time on Cody to have a decision at the Elimination Chamber, I'm thinking there's a chance maybe Cody does say yes, and then Roman, since Roman's been MIA lately, he might return. Like, this is who you're vouching for now. Like, this is who you're standing next to. Like, this is now your brother. Meanwhile, we're actually blood, and you're still not you know what I mean, standing by me. And I you know what I mean, could probably see Dwayne, you know, giving his thoughts as far as like, you ain't get the job done at Mania.
Yeah.
You know he gonna go in Tony Montana mode. Like, you know who pinned Cody? Me.
Well, that's actually a like a good idea, because just say Cody says yes, right?
Yeah.
You then can have Cody versus whoever wins the Chamber, Rock Roman, right? Because Roman's pissed that Rock chose Cody over him. You have a whole year to build Cody Rock. Cody ends up turning back on the Rock, going back face, and you get Rock Cody next year at WrestleMania.
We might get Rock Roman this year.
Yeah, it's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because since at this point, I mean, because most thought it would have been either Roman solo, but that was done at Netflix. Roman Jacob, but it really wouldn't make any sense to do that right
No,
now.
because we're gonna get Roman.
We're
gonna get Jacob
solo.
tonight.
Right. You know what I mean? The you know, the development of that's, you know what I mean, feud. Yeah, so hey, it looks like it might be leaning towards rocking.
Because Roman's not in the Chamber, right?
No,
No,
he's out. Yeah, the chamber's filled.
Yeah,
They're at capacity.
yeah. So the only lot, I mean, clearly you could obviously see a three-way, maybe, depending on who wins the Chamber. CM Punk, Seth, and Roman at Mania is always a possibility. But
you know, I was really thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, yo, I really do not know who's going to win that Chamber. Like, I've been torn between Punk, but I've also, for some reason, I've been having like this feeling possibly Seth Rollins getting the win.
So I think now that you have The Rock back in the title picture with Cody, I think Cena is a logical choice. Because you think if The Rock gets involved in that match, just say Cena wins, Cody goes with Rock, Rock gets involved in the Mania match. That can set up Rock Cena one last time before it's all said and done.
True.
At a SummerSlam or something like that, you know. So,
but with a Cena win, does he in fact win the title at Mania?
I think that's the only. If you look at who's in that Chamber match, right, and how popular Cody is, it's wild to think about it, but it'd be a full year Cody's a champion, right?
Right.
I think the only answer that people wouldn't be pissed off with because of how loved Cody is Cena. Out of everyone in that match. Because, like, realistically, right, like, Seth wins the match. Do we actually think there's a chance Seth wins the belt at Mania?
Probably not.
The only two names that I think would have a legit chance is Punk and Cena.
Yeah. Damn, I'll be honest, like, I could only see maybe Jay probably actually winning the title at Mania and Cody possibly retaining.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, just really like thinking about it logically, because if Cena's on a run that he's scheduled to be, where he's gonna be on his run to the end of the year, if anything, I think it might be a buzzkill for him to actually win the title now. And I only say that because that already put the timer on him itself, because we all know he's going to be done with the company by the end of the year. So it's going to be like, all right, he won the title, he had his moment at Mania. Okay, at any given time, he's going to lose his title. And what would actually be the ideal storyline for him to have, you know what I mean, after Mania? Because that would still even be up in the air. Unless maybe Punk cash in whatever this mysterious favor that's still out there that nobody knows, you know what I mean? That's what that's supposed to be.
I'm just trying to read through Twitter to see what everyone's kind of thoughts are.
Oh, with the moment they just had, you know, that's actually a good idea.
So here's a thought, and this is kind of crazy. Sean Ross Sapp just put this out. WWE joined Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis, who filed motions on Friday to oppose Janelle Grant's amend complaint from a number of weeks ago. Their legal counsel said that the matter should be referred to arbitration. So people are questioning if this news is about to drop. That WWE is now in the lawsuit with Vince and John Laurinaitis, and if The Rock was sent out just as the way again to take the heat off everything.
Oh, really?
Because remember the first time all this stuff came out, didn't they bring The Rock out to take the heat off everything?
Right.
So people are wondering if The Rock was just meant as a way, so like when you search WWE on social media right now, that doesn't pop up, and The Rock does.
Yeah. So then that way, you quickly overshadow the news with the whole news of upcoming WrestleMania.
You're kind of flushing the news, pretty much. You're flushing it so that way anything that was reported before there that might have gained traction is no longer going to be able to be seen because Mania and The Rock overshadow it all.
Right. Yo, Drew McIntyre just tweeted out 2 minutes ago, there is no escaping the bloodline vortex. I love Drew, man. You know what? I'm pulling for Drew to win the chamber now. Fuck that. I mean, look, Drew, you need to win. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be upset if you were to win. But now, what's going to happen after the fact? That's just the thing. Like, will you actually beat Cody? Probably not. Now that he might be going corporate Cody at this point. Nah, what's the name? Somebody said they cheering "Sell Your Soul" in the crowd. Well, they were chanting "Sell Your Soul" in the crowd with Rock was trying to hit at Cody becoming corporate Cody.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people everyone's kind of saying the same thing now. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Somebody was like, is Rock making any sense to y'all? Oh, this is good. Oh man. Yeah, that was interesting though. But
yeah, everyone's kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah, everybody like it's so vague. Like nobody really knows. But
everyone's just kind of like, what?
Shout out to our guy Brian Waters. He said Roman would understand the vision of Rock. Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, the Rock has a plan, He said, I don't want the championship. I want your soul. That's pretty telling. Like why do you want this man's soul so bad?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah. From what I see, a lot of people are leaning towards a Hill Cody turn coming soon.
Which we kind of thought was going to happen. Oh, we got the dates and everything. Go book your room right now.
Oh yeah, you're talking about for Mania?
Yeah, I'm about to go book a book now, pay later hotel right as soon as we get off the air.
What was it the 11th and 12th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to probably book that. Yeah. I'm gonna get to New Orleans somehow. This would be like
that's driving distance.
Yeah, I'll probably fly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like obviously, like you can't fly to fucking Vegas.
Right.
You can take a 16-hour drive to New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for
if
sure.
Flights just didn't fall.
Right. Nah, I know what you mean. Shoot. But yeah, I definitely gotta get down there. Shoot. I'm trying to hit me a quick lotto jackpot so I can get the Mania in Vegas. Like, but let me hit that number. Shoot. Somebody had a meme up. I don't know if you saw my IG story, but somebody had all the members of the Hangover crew like sitting ringside at Mania. Was like, and the caption was, if I hit the jackpot, what I mean, this is how me and my homies will be.
Yeah, that's like those memes that say like, I I won't tell you if I hit the jackpot, but
Right.
there'll be signs. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna tell you I hit the lottery, but there's always gonna be signs.
Funny, I tagged Superfan Green Shirt guy on it. I was like sitting next to Superfan Smiles too. I was like, side note, they should have cropped you in the picture. LOL. He actually got back to me and liked it.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. I actually tried to get him on the show since last Mania. I'm gonna reach back out to him. Like, yo, remember I mean proposed for you to come on my show? Not propose, like the opportunity to come on the show. Like, I'll get you on. We need to hear your story. Like, what do you do?
I do think that he won't say what it is.
What, as far as his profession?
Yeah, like
Oh,
he doesn't say how he gets those tickets.
oh yeah, no. I kind of know. I'm not going to drop it here, but I kind of have an idea. And the only reason I know is only because how I went through and purchased my tickets for Mania last year. And somebody kind of spilled the beans on it. I was like, oh, okay. Makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
But long story short, he know people. And that's what gets him accommodated. He know the folks. So let's kind of go. We just had that whole segment with Dwayne screwing with the WWE Universe's minds as well as Cody's. Wanting Cody's soul, wanting to be his champion. I don't know if that's Dwayne's champion, The Rock's champion, the Final Boss champion, but he said he wants him to be his champion. So more to come with that. What's going on SmackDown as we speak? Oh, we got
not much.
About to say Street Profits beating down DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns getting ready to come out. But I did want to circle back on something.
Like I have a problem with this, bro.
Well, with the whole tag team division.
Like I love Motor City Machine Gun. I think they're one of the best tag teams ever.
Yeah.
But look at the Street Profit and the shape they're in right now and shit. And we're gonna actually say that they stand any chance against them.
Nah, I know what you mean. Like they Street Profits, they in destruction mode as far as like beating down every member of the tag team division. I think they've done so at this point. Like when are they just gonna give them the titles? Like it's just like, all right, when y'all gonna make the match and when are they gonna win?
Yeah, but not even like I don't even care about the winning part, but like I don't buy them standing up to
the Profits or
the Profit.
DIY.
I don't buy it.
No, I know what you mean. Do you think that whole championship run should have never happened so fast?
I think it was too fast.
Yeah,
I think it was way too fast.
No, I agree. I agree with you. All right. I mean, we got a host of stuff that we could talk about. I know we talked about talking about several things. Where would you like to go? Would you like to talk about Raw? Because there's definitely some friction amongst the Judgment Day. The whole women's tag team situation, or you want to talk about the rumors of the rumor Mania matches for 41?
We could do the rumor Mania matches. I do think like this friction that's been going on with Judgment Day and stuff. It's another thing where it's like,
yeah,
either you do it or you don't. It just feels like it's been dragged out for so long now. It's like at some point you lose interest a little bit. It's like Judgment Day was so over, and I think they've dragged this out for so long. It's like I don't fucking care anymore, honestly.
Yeah, and it's like blatant now on the television. Like, all right, Finn's walking by himself. Then you got Judgment Day, all together. And then I was looking at this earlier today, and I was like, yo, I don't know what Raquel got against Finn, but she never smiled at this dude. Not one time, like between like the vignettes that that they cut the backstage segments.
She's getting on my nerves too, though. Honestly,
It's kind of crazy. I've been seeing that a lot lately on social media, like people being annoyed by her. I mean, I'm not annoyed by her. Like,
I can't even put my finger on what it is. It's like the Step Brothers. It's like something about your face. He's like, anything I can do to fix it? And he's like, no, you're doing great as an employee here. Something about your face. And he's like, just makes me want to punch it. But like, I don't know. Like, I can't put my finger on like what annoys me about her. But like,
yeah,
it just does.
Yeah, you know what? I do want to chime in on this one thing, and this actually does lead to like the speculated matches for WrestleMania 41. But this whole women's tag team championship match that's going down on Monday, and we had the hint drop last Friday as far as video evidence of, well, not just the video evidence, but video that was provided to Nick Aldis, and in the video, showed both Raquel and Liv walking away during the situation or the event that took place with Jade being attacked.
Let me stop you real fast. Didn't something like this happen before?
Far as
like there was video evidence of the rival walking away, but then like it came out that there was more video, and like the partner was right there when it all happened. And like,
yes, you're thinking about the NXT situation. I'm trying to think. It was like something was like it wasn't like actually Trick Williams. It was like, wasn't like Carmelo involved in it somehow?
I can't remember, but I think that's what's gonna happen here. I think it's gonna turn out like the belts are going on Raquel and Liv.
Yeah,
That's a certain, I think. But I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna turn out that I think originally I thought it was gonna be Naomi, but now I'm thinking it's gonna be Bianca, and we're gonna see a heel Bianca, and Jade's gonna come back, and them two are gonna feud.
I don't know. I'm still thinking it's Naomi. Like despite everything, like
I'm just thinking in terms of what match would be bigger.
True. No, I
think a Bianca Jade feud or a Bianca Jade and Naomi feud would be bigger than Naomi and Jade.
Because wait, both Bianca and Naomi are in the chamber match, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So I think we start to see that friction here. I think Bianca eliminates Naomi.
You know what? You might have something there. Cause I don't see. I mean, this could happen. This is like going on a limb, but is it possible Jade somehow interfering in the chamber match, like somehow like getting in it?
Like what if she like saw who did it?
Yeah.
And she comes back healthy and like takes out Bianca, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And then here it's like, "She did it," something like that. Like that'd be cool to see too. I don't know. I just think like, from Bianca's standpoint, like Bianca's so talented and she deserves to be on the top.
Yeah.
But I just think like her as a heel right now, looking at the current standpoint of the overall roster, I think there's more room for her as a heel than a face in terms of getting back to the top.
No, I got you. Well, I will say Jade definitely knew who did it. In the words of Kanan Starks from Power, like, she definitely knew who did that shit. And whoever it is guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
when it actually does come out. But you know what? You might have something there with it actually being Bianca. And also too, thinking about where the direction of Street Profits are going now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is it possible we can get finally the husband-wife collaboration that we've all been waiting for, and on the Hill side of things? Oh my stars. Like, I actually think that would do business not only for Bianca, but also for the Street Profits.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, for some reason people like when they do the husband and wife thing.
Yeah.
Like, like that.
I will say now there would be one bit of hurt, You know what I mean, from the universe, the WWE universe, and that would be for like the, you know, the younger generation, you know, the youth who are fans of Bianca. So like that could be a little bit detrimental to the pockets, so to speak. But I mean, it would make good for business. In the words of Triple H, was best for business.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see it, but for some reason I just can't. I cannot let Naomi, you know what I mean, go to the side because like she done, you know what I mean, filled in as far as filled in being the tag team champion with
A little
Bianca.
bit of breaking news that just dropped.
Yeah, what happened?
For some reason, there's a press conference tonight after SmackDown.
Oh yes, they announced that
So that's
on the show.
interesting. Let's see what maybe WWE across the board is seeing that there's a lot of confusion in terms of what just transpired, and they're asking the Rock to go out there and kind of clarify a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta look more into that whole Vinnie Mac situation. That's you know what I mean, still ongoing. Yeah, I
Well, from
didn't
what I heard, I
catch
think
that
she
story.
dropped the case, right? I think she dropped the case a couple weeks ago. And I think now WWE and Vince are kind of countersuing her.
Interesting.
That's from what I read, but I haven't read much into it.
Because I know when there really wasn't much talk about the case other than that the case had ended, and there were, you know, I didn't know like
I think they
on who.
settled, right?
I don't even know if they even settled. Like I don't know whose side, like who ended the case and whatnot. But yeah, we do our homework on that a little bit more.
Yeah.
We come back correct with that. So, but we were talking about possible rumored matches for WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, you
So
said you saw a card?
yeah, somebody had this up. Actually, I screenshotted it from Threads, and I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. So to those that are watching, this is not my card or anything like that. I saw this online, so this ain't my card. I'll kindly
While
give
you're pulling up, can we give a
the
shout out to
credit.
WWE for like booking a legit card for a match specific pay-per-view? Like a lot of times you get like two matches
Yeah,
and then that match specific event. This card is legit, like has other things on it, which is pretty good.
yeah. No, that definitely. As a matter of fact, talking about the Sami Zayn match, you know what I mean, battling Kevin Owens, and it's an unsanctioned match. Does this kind of remind you of something from back in the day? Talking
With the
about
Rock and Sock.
not even Rock and Sock. I was going Triple H HBK
Mm.
unsanctioned match. What was that, SummerSlam?
But didn't the Rock and Sock have a match with no fans
Well, yeah, they had that the halftime match.
where they beat the piss out of each other?
Yeah, I think wasn't that that was a boiler room match too. No, it's like it was. I know it was it was an empty arena match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. But no, I was thinking about like with the history with both Hunter and Sean and how they were all best buds, and then like they had that pretty heated rivalry in the early 2000s with the two of them having the unsanctioned match at SummerSlam. So I was kind of looking at this the same way, like with the history of Sammy and Kevin, going far as back to ROH days, and
Yeah.
they spent time in NXT. Now they're both on the main rosters, and they both, have had high spots with the company being champions, and somehow they always find a way to where like they go back to beating the crap out of each other, and we're back at it again at Elimination Chamber in Toronto.
Well, they're just good. They just feed off each other so well. It's like, why not? If they've always done a good job of finding a way back. So I'm not against it. Like I know we always like to shit on like redundancy and kind of doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah,
This is one of those matches where I don't care. They can fight 40 times, kind of like DIY when they're heel and face against each other. Like they could fight 40 times and I would still watch it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like this is one I wouldn't be opposed to, because one thing I know, the both of them is going to give everything that he got,
Yeah.
and it can always, and it's always going to have like a WrestleMania vibe to it, regardless. you
Yeah.
know, like you
Did you
know.
manage to get that card up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to hear it the entire
Oh, did
time.
you?
You know, what I mean, we talked about the Sammy and Kevin. I wanted to,
Yeah.
to talk about that real quick, but I actually wanted to give the credit to whoever put this together. But hold on, let me pull it up right now. Get this out the way. I forgot who had it, but they said, well, it came from someone's podcast, Wrestling Informer, and this were the rumored matches for WrestleMania 41 so far. So possible spoiler alert, possible spoiler alert. Just putting that out there.
So this would mean that Bianca has to win the chamber.
Yes, if this is the case, if it's the case. And that's why I was saying you might have some legs to what you were saying initially, but honestly, that's what kind of throws everything off too. Because then if Jade goes after Naomi, that means Naomi did it. And I still, and to me, I still feel like Naomi did it.
Yeah.
Like just how convenient someone else had a camera on Liv and Raquel walking out. Granted that they've done some shady, shitty things in the past.
Yeah, I think they need one more match
Right.
to make it 12 for 6 and 6.
Right.
I also think that Logan's in a match, but I don't think it's going to be Braun. I think it's going to be AJ Braun, and then they'll find a big match for Logan.
Right. Yeah, because I was saying when I saw Braun and Logan going at it, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it could happen, but is that a match I really want to see at Mania?
And then what happened tonight with
Not
Jimmy
really.
with Jimmy and Drew? They haven't really did the LA Knight and Drew stuff since the Rumble and then that qualifying match. We haven't really heard anything since.
Right. That's true.
So they could tinker a little bit, but I think the top cards is correct. I do think we're gonna get the triple threat. I wouldn't be shocked with Cena Rhodes. Obviously we know Tiffy and Charlotte. I think Randy does come back, and it is. I do agree with that. Like I said, I don't know about the Logan, Braun, Drew, and LA Knight. I think it's going to be confirmed tonight that it's Jacob and Solo. And then we did say that we thought Liv and Raquel are winning the belt, so that would make sense because they always try to throw in that match where it's like, how many people can we get in the one match to get everyone happy?
Right.
Which I heard that there were some people who kind of stood up for themselves the past couple of weeks. I heard that Triple H and WWE kind of threw out an idea of a lot of multi-people matches to get everyone involved, especially on the women's side. And these women kind of standing up for themselves, like
they ain't liking it.
no,
Yeah.
like we worked our butts off all year. Like give us the respect to give the men. And I agree with that.
I agree with it too. Oh, in hindsight, I also see Triple H's side where like they're still somehow trying to put some sort of momentum behind these women's tag team championships. Like I don't.
And that's fine, but this year I feel like the women's division has done so much better.
Yeah.
Across the board that I think this might be one of the years where you're obviously never going to get 50-50 split because the men's storyline are just bigger, but maybe a 60-40, 70-30, not every match but the women's title matches men's. Like
Right.
I think we need to see a more women's this time around because there is so many women in storylines right now.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, I definitely agree. And it can be done. Thing is, they got to put it on TV.
Yeah.
Like that's the nature of the game. Get the storylines on television, then you can have the WWE universe back it, be behind it.
Yeah.
Support the merch. Whoever like that superstars, you know what I mean? That's that they're going to push. Like, that's on them. Like, okay. I mean, it's clear Netflix is what? Excuse me, 2.5 hours. You know, when they had the Raw
Yeah,
show.
there's never an actual time with them. They kind of go crazy.
Yeah, it seems like they've been sticking to this 2.5 lately. But shit, SmackDown's 3 hours. Why
Yeah.
why can you not have at least 2 to 3 women's matches on SmackDown?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's been the question all along. Is it's not for a lack of time. So
Yeah, they just got to they got to develop the storylines.
yeah,
You know what I mean, for us to get it. That's where I don't understand. Like, how is it so easy for NXT to get it across versus the main rosters? It's kind of like how, like, I just don't understand how AEW Dynamite Wednesday show is the A show, but somehow Collision being the B show is the better show. Like, I don't get it.
no, yeah, I definitely agree with that. It is. I mean, I don't really watch it as much because it's Saturday and stuff like that, but from a production standpoint, all the way down to the booking, it's definitely feels like the better show.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of shows, I got a dilemma already for May. It's a suck dilemma. So, Battleground is May 31st. And that same Saturday, what's the name? The Roots Picnic is going on.
The Roots, the picnic this year is huge.
Oh man, yo, that card is fire.
Yeah.
It's fire. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know. I'm torn right now. Like, honestly, it shouldn't be even a torn decision. Like, that Roots Picnic card is fire.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Isn't that an afternoon show though?
What, the Battleground?
The Roots.
No, it's all day. It's like from
Yeah, but
like
I thought,
12 to whenever, like, the final performance is like,
I thought it was over at like 5 or 6.
nah, hell no. Shit, the way that lineup is stacked, that show gonna be going on to probably like damn near 11 o'clock
Yeah, like
or 12.
Meek this year, right? They got Miguel.
Yeah,
Uh,
Glow. Got my boy Jeezy. Like, oh man. But right now, shout out to Tim, because that card he's putting together is looking pretty good.
yeah.
I will say that with what's modern day Maharaja? What's his name now?
Well,
I
they
forgot.
still name them.
Is it still they still got
Jinder
him as Jinder
Mahal, which
Mahal?
is wild.
Yeah, that is crazy. But him against Masada, I definitely would have never expected to see a match of that caliber to take
Yeah,
place.
no. So the Roots picnic is D'Angelo,
Yeah,
Meek Mills, Lenny Kravitz, Gorilla, Miguel,
yeah.
Jeezy, like
Tim's,
you said. Yeah,
Lotto. Like, ew, it's that card fire. I love my pro wrestling, but I love my music too. Like, goodness gracious. But yeah, no, that yeah. I don't know. I'm still trying to like piece things together. So, but yeah. All right, we are definitely at the 1 hour 33-minute mark. And what is going on right now on SmackDown? We do have the main event in progress. Jacob is solo, going up against Damian and Braun Strowman. So, yeah, we're going, wrap it up from there. We had the final boss, coming out tonight, trying to recruit Cody to be his Stone Cold, being the corporate Rock. Well, the Rock's corporate champion. So more to come with that. And definitely, again, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still on a high of NXT and TNA this week. Like, the product was
wait, I didn't know the Roots
phenomenal.
picnic was 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the ones you want to see are on
What,
first.
Sunday? I'm about to say Sunday, so that way. I mean, listen, like, the way that the way that lineup set up, I'd have to go both days.
Yeah.
Like that card is fire, super fire. But yeah, man, more to come. Decisions to make on that. So, but yeah, man. Other than that, we're gonna get on out of here. Oh yeah, shout out to CZW. They got their 26th anniversary show coming up tomorrow, down in AC. So shout out to Combat Zone. Definitely got a stat card going on there, and I did see GCW drop some new dates, some shows coming up, and they're actually going to be running at the Harris and Chester the same day as AEW Dynasty pay-per-view event on the 6th.
So that's probably why it was an afternoon show.
Yes, that is correct. Yep.
Yeah.
So I might try to slide to that.
I'm definitely gonna go to that.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence as far as doing AEW, unless they decide to, hey, answer the request.
They do. They definitely answer their request no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't just leave you high and dry.
Nice. So maybe love to hear something back. Me be able to put something together, and we can put it out here on Still Steps. So, but yeah, no, I'm thinking about making that trip to that GCW show over at the Harris. I honestly wanted to go to the show a couple of weeks ago. They just had with Tasha was on the card. It was SPO. Matter of fact, it was on Super Bowl weekend. It was that Saturday, but I know our weather was kind of crazy that weekend, so I didn't really bother with it. So, all right, we're gonna get on out of here. We up here rambling, roots picnic talk, everything, the whole nine. We talk about everything here on Still Stats. We talk that turnbuckle talk, music talk, whatever you want to hear. We got you. You know what I mean? Bring it up. Don't be shy. Hit them comments next time. Anyway, this was Still Steps, powered by All Authentic Talk Sports Network. Mr. Joey Woods, Mr. Moya Fit Chris Wilson. I am Politic and Hawk, and we will holler at y'all next week. Till then, peace.